All right, we are live. We are live for the Gateway to Freedom Meetup Sunday night stream. I'm your host, Rich Groves. If you don't know me, if you do know me, welcome back. Welcome and thank you for watching. If you're watching this in replay, we do this every other week on Sunday nights. That's why we call it the Sunday night stream. And I'm glad to have you with us. Let me see if my camera seems a little crooked today. Oh, well. Camera's a little crooked. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, Dwayne, what's going on? Can you hear me okay? You're muted.
No, I'm not muted.
There you are. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, I think. I do have $1 million question tonight.
Oh, man. $1 million question. We may have to bring in $1 million guru to answer it. What do you got?
I was stumped, so you know it's got to be good.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I'm doing business with another bank now.
Okay.
And they had an article about, they said landlords use this and people own it, or you should use it when they want to buy a house or rent. And they call it the price to rent ratio. Have you ever heard of that?
I mean, I don't know if it's something I've heard just as a different term or price to rent ratio. Explain it to me.
You take the gross price that you're going to pay and divide it by gross rent.
Okay.
So I did an example on my rental and it came up to 9. And in their view, if it's 1 through 15, it's good to own it, to buy it. 16 through 20, it's probably better to rent than buy. And 21 and above, you should be renting. And I'm thinking, there's no logic in any of that I can see.
Yeah, no, I mean, it sounds like, I mean, it does sound like just a reformulation of the DSCR, except they're not including, it doesn't sound like when you say all in, it doesn't sound like they're including like taxes and insurance or whatever in their number. It's just gross rent, gross purchase price.
Yeah. And I heard that. That's another one of those airy fairy do this and you'll be okay. That's not necessarily true.
Right.
And just like I found it interesting when they say, well, you know, if you buy it, you're better off because, or you're worse off because when you rent, then the owner has to pay for all that stuff, you know, the taxes and the insurance and the repairs. Well, the bottom line is, as an owner and a renter guy, and you know this, you put all that in their numbers anyway.
Right. Right. Exactly. If you're doing it right, you know, if you're doing it right, you are anyway.
Well, if not, we'll be around to buy it when you lose it.
Exactly. That's true. Exactly. That's true. I went and looked at three properties Friday. Yeah. Looked at 3 properties Friday evening that there was only one of the 3 that was in decent shape, and it was in decent shape. It wasn't perfect. Had a tenant. It was tenant occupied already. That they wanted to sell, where you know the tenants are. I didn't sit down and even do the numbers because in my mind I was like, okay, the only thing I wouldn't touch in here is, and even then it was hard because I like putting in the new vinyl plank flooring. They had, I guess when it was rehabbed 15 years ago, you know, they put the ceramic tiles all throughout the house except the bedrooms, and the bedrooms are carpet. But I was like, I just don't like those anymore. I know they're durable, right? But I personally don't like them. It's not like I would go in there and tear them up, but it's just not my brand for my rentals that I like to rehab. But the kitchen would need to be redone. Most of the bathroom would need to be redone. And then new carpets.
What do you judge if those need to be redone? Because I suspect a lot of people redo stuff that doesn't need to be redone.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they're old. They're super old. It's
metal cabinets
redone, but here's the thing. It's also, you know, with my, if I was going to keep it as a rental myself, yeah, I probably wouldn't have to redo them. They could probably last another tenant or two, or just leave them in place. but the rent is so below market rent, it doesn't make sense not to bring it up to standard that would bring it to current market rents, right? So
Right.
it's like they're getting I think 725 is what they're paying in rent right now, and the market rent there is 1300. So you update the bathroom or the kitchen for sure. Bathroom would probably need just a new vanity and maybe a new toilet, depending on what the condition of the toilet was. Um, and then either do a super good job cleaning the carpets or putting in either vinyl plank floors in the bedrooms or recarpeting them. But to bring them up so you can then bring it up to 1300 a month in rent for a new tenant. But even then they're wanting the price that I yeah way high. It's like, oh, we want 35,000, but they're only getting 70 or 750 725 a month in rent. Oh, there's
Yeah.
somebody's coming on the call. Somebody's sitting in the waiting room. Just let
Brittany.
old Miss Brittany in. Let's see here. Do I have it so that anybody that's not a do I have it to where I guess I don't? Miss Brittany, are you out there? I thought I had it to where I was showing
Can you
non.
hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
I think I just broke my ankle
Oh my gosh. Don't do that.
at the dog park, so I'm gonna
Oh,
have to go to the hospital.
oh my gosh.
So I figured I just might as well join the Zoom meeting while I'm waiting.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Join the Zoom meeting while you're waiting to go to the hospital.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Are you is it your right ankle or your left ankle?
it's my right ankle. I broke it probably about 2 years ago at the dog park, doing the
Oh,
same thing, chasing my dog around, and it's the same ankle, and
oh
it's
my.
it's nasty looking.
Oh my gosh. How you gonna get there? Somebody gonna drive you?
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
yep.
doggone. Son of a gun.
Oh,
You're in pain. Otherwise, I would tease you about, what the definition of insanity is, right?
I am insane. I go get tattoos for fun.
But it's doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So
Yeah,
you
my friend like
chase around your dog at the same dog park. You expect it you to break your ankle again.
it was a different dog park this time.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Yeah,
it was
but
the
my
same dog
son,
park.
he noticed all the holes. There was a dog there digging holes, and that I should have known better.
Oh yeah, that's true. I wouldn't even think about that. I just let my dog run around outside. I don't take him to the dog park, but that's something I wouldn't even think about. Yeah, there's probably all kinds of dogs out there digging holes, right? Burying their bones.
Yeah,
Whatever they
and this
do.
one has like the little ramps and stuff like that, and it was right at the end of the ramp, and whoosh, there I went.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing, Travis? How you doing, Travis? What's up, buddy? Oh, you're muted.
I um I I have no comment.
Dogs out there burying their bone, and then you lit up. You lit up, started laughing. Dirty minded old man.
It was just the way you said it. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good evening, everyone.
How's life in Travis's neck of the woods?
I'm still short and I'm still fat.
Oh man. Oh, you look like you gotten some sun recently.
I was out playing golf yesterday, man.
Is that right?
Playing golf. I had my chest open on my shirt, and so I've got a nice tan line right
Nice.
down here between my pectorals.
I think that's what drives the ladies crazy.
Did
Seeing
you
that
see?
tan lines, right, Brittany?
Well, I don't know, but next weekend they have a golfing thing down at Soulard. Like they're gonna take 9 of the bars or something. I think it's the 12th and the 13th.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're changing a bunch of stuff down in Soulard for like golfing. I don't know what's going on down there.
Like a putt golf out in the middle of the street kind of thing. You don't
I
know.
don't know if they're changing it through the bar or what.
Huh. Interesting.
I
Interesting.
don't know. I
That's something to
figured
look
maybe some of
into.
the golfers would
Brittany
know.
is connected. Brittany knows what's going on in the city of St. Louis.
Brittany's not going to go to play golf, I don't think, after breaking her ankle.
I
Right.
don't think so either.
They make those little carts you put your knee on right? And you just push the cart as you walk.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do, Brittany. Get one of those, and then you can play golf.
I don't know if you've already seen me swinging. I don't know.
I tell you what, though, Brittany and her team did a fantastic job. Actually, remodeled a rental property of mine. Did a fantastic job, and super excited. We're just
Which also, you should have cards there while we're working. I don't know if you have business cards. I know
you're
you
right.
have your truck, but
Yeah, you're right. I
there's
should.
so many people that ask about that house or to rent that house, and I
Right.
feel bad. I'm like, if you see a guy with the truck, take a picture of his number, red truck.
You're right. No, you're right. That's a great a great thing because they see you working there. They as you told me, they weren't bashful about stopping and asking about the house.
Just walk right in. Can I see it? Well, yeah.
This house even had a friendly neighborhood dog that kept wanting to come in and look at the house.
He wanted to stay at the house.
Right. He came through one day. I was over there looking at the land, like the landscaping around the fence and the brush that it needed to have a brush killer sprayed on. And he was coming through the back. There's a hole in the back fence, and I knew he was coming that way. So I hurried up and got around the front, closed up the gate so he wouldn't come around the front. Sure enough, he came right to the gate, like wanting to come through there so he could get in the house.
Yeah, he's smart. He
Yeah.
sat out there for a while trying to get in.
Yeah. He likes Brittany because Brittany feeds him. Brittany feeds him treats.
Well,
You
I
can
have
bribe
dogs
dogs.
too.
Yeah. So what's going on with everybody? Brittany, what kind of big win besides, a big swollen ankle have you had over the last couple of weeks?
I'm starting a new edition, and hopefully we'll start that next week as long as the city approves the plans. I guess it was too big for a same-day permit. So
Oh,
we're gonna be in on a bedroom, 2 bathrooms, and a sitting area.
okay. Nice. Nice. We see Nikki is on. Oh, Nikki's out there, I think. Nikki. There's Nikki. How you doing, Nikki? I know I saw John pop on, but he's not on video, which is fine. Let's see. We had Travis, Nikki, John, Dwayne, Brittany's out there. I apologize. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Brittany. Those are incredible wins. I mean, good job for you. Your business is taking off, and it's exciting to see.
Yeah. You know somebody who prints trucks? I see you had your truck printed. Are they
Yeah.
still in business?
I don't think they are. It's actually in Cahokia. That one was.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll have to get you the address for him because I think he sold the business. Yeah, but I can get you some information. Does anybody else on the call know somebody that does vinyl, either wraps, or you just want your tailgate? What do you want done?
it depends on the price. I guess if they give me a good deal, I'll get the whole thing wrapped. If they're gonna charge me $2,000 just to do like the side of it or the back, then I'll just get that done.
Gotcha. Okay, if anybody knows somebody that does vinyl wraps or lettering, drop it in the chat.
You mean wraps as far as wrapping the vehicle?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brittany.
No, I just want to maybe get my business advertised on there, possibly wrap the whole thing. There's a little bit of paint chips and stuff just to prolong the process,
Protect it. The wrap could even be a protectant.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Brittany, are you wrapping the whole vehicle so it becomes one big advertisement?
I was hoping to wrap it possibly one color and then have my business advertised on the side and then on the back.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's really popular these days, for sure. I didn't wrap my whole truck. I just put the little tailgate lettering and stuff on it, but that was just me. So let's see. We got John. Is that John Collins out there? He's muted. You're muted, John. I don't know.
Yeah.
There you are. There you are. How you doing, John?
I'm good. Doing fine.
Yeah, good deal. Good deal. You got any wins these past couple of weeks?
No, I've just been making offers.
Yeah.
But no wins.
No wins. They haven't accepted any offers.
No.
No, but you know what, John? I mean, I know, you don't like to call it a win because you're an experienced guy. You've been in this business a while, but heck, just making offers are wins for some people. So good. I mean, good job. You can't buy if you don't make an offer, right?
Right.
And Miss Nikki, you look really familiar. How do I know you?
I have no idea.
Where are you joining us from?
Well, I'm here locally in St. Louis. I'm a realtor with the word Clark. I'm
Okay.
an investor and been kind of flipping houses in the last 4 to 5 years as well.
Really?
So yeah, I always actually made attempt to attend
Yeah.
one of your meetings, just never got to it. I always had either showings or work on a contract
Of
and
course.
back and forth. Yeah. But this was like, oh my goodness, I'm being kind of running behind 15 minutes today. But this is awesome. Yeah. Like Zoom is so much easier than just running there in a person trying to kind of meet all deadlines and everything else. So
yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. I'm glad you were able to make it, and we hope you can make other ones in the future. Now, you said you're a realtor. You're also doing rehabs, right?
Yes.
Is there a specific part of the area that you like doing your rehabs in?
Well, actually, it's like I call it my backyard. It's mostly in St. Louis City in the last couple of years. Yes.
Okay.
That's where I have most of my flips and the rentals as well.
Okay. Are there any specific zip codes you like?
Well, honestly, mostly I have 63116, 118, 109. I have a couple of rentals in 63125 in the South County.
Yeah.
Those are good areas.
Yeah.
So for I feel very comfortable and confident.
Good.
Getting houses and kind of doing flips and rentals as well. I've been planning to expand a little further in a different, maybe St. Peter's, or my daughter just moved there, and I kind of tested market a little bit as well since last year.
Yeah.
But since most of my contractors and employees, they are St. Louis City, St. Louis County, and when you let them know, hey, I have this house and you have to travel to St. Peter's, they're like, oh no, no, 270 traffic, no, thank you.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I would have to probably just find whole another new team, of contractors and people that would be willing to travel that for. So that's why I was kind of stuck in St. Louis City.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I mean, and stuck. I mean, you say the word stuck, but are they good? I mean, are they good rentals and flips, or are they bad?
Actually, very good rentals and multifamily flips. Very good. I did very good. I wanted to keep most of them, but buyer just came knocking on the door and started buying one after another.
Okay.
And so that's pretty good. But I had last year bought in September 2 single family homes in the city, which I did so well last year with couple I had, and I sold them so good and everything went well. But then in September I buy this too, and I really didn't care much about actual street, and I was like, they're selling good, but one time I went on vacation and I came back, and everything that month was so slow. So when I came back, people didn't do as fast job as when you're here.
Right.
And then I came back and we kind of started working a little bit harder. And then what happened, until we really finished them, it was already February. Put them on the market and they didn't go fast.
Oh, is that right?
No, they didn't go fast. No. So I was like, okay, I think this year it's really, you have to pay attention, especially in a city, exactly the block, the part of the street where you buying your, especially single family homes. Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of didn't do well. I didn't lose any money. I made some money, but
Okay.
definitely not even half of what I was hoping to make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think this year it's been a little bit different. Yeah, with
Okay.
single family homes, I would definitely pay attention really good. Exactly the block, where you're buying your single family home, because
Sure.
yeah, so
Yeah, it's super, super important, isn't it? I mean,
it
it's
is.
block by block. And
Ooh, this
you have
year
to be
especially, yeah,
like a surgeon.
yeah,
You have to
yeah,
be a surgeon.
Would you
Absolutely.
share,
unbelievable. Uh,
would you
but
share your phone number?
Yes, what we do ask everybody, if you'd like to in the chat, if you want to put in your name and number, that would be fantastic. Your email even is perfectly fine. That's everybody, whether you're talking now or not. Put in your contact information, and you can always download the contact information, the chat, or whatever. We do a hard stop at 8 o'clock Central Time, but I will leave the chat up. I will leave the Zoom going for just a little bit longer, probably about another 5 minutes, so you can all grab phone numbers that you want to grab, emails you want to grab. But if you drop your information in the chat window there, it would help everybody be able to reach out to you and network with you further.
awesome, that would be great. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
sure,
It's my
sure.
first time, so
Yeah.
I didn't know, but awesome.
Absolutely. No, you're perfectly fine. I make that announcement, I think, every video or every one of these Zooms. I try to mention everybody to do that.
Perfect.
And we got let's see, that's you, Nikki. Okay. How do you say your last name? I'm curious.
Stanojevic.
Stanojevic?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Stanojevic?
Good job.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, Nikki, thank you. I'm just names are kind of like a thing for me. I hate mispronouncing names. It bugs the crud out of me to mispronounce names, so I want to make sure I say them right. Stanojevic. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, and stick around. You're going to
Awesome,
meet all these other
definitely.
folks.
Yes, that's perfect. Yes.
Awesome. And
Look
Dwayne, I know
forward to meeting everyone else. Do we stay mute or
I mean, you don't have to. You can if you'd like to. It's just completely up to you.
okay.
Absolutely. It's just, if somebody had like a dog barking in the background, I might say, hey, could you please mute yourself? But if you just
Okay.
want to be on mute and talk and it's quiet in your background, I don't have a problem with that.
Perfect. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Thanks for asking, though.
You're welcome.
We got Dwayne. Dwayne, I know you got on first here. Tell everybody who you are, where you're zooming in from, what you do.
I'm zooming from my chair.
Speed of light zooming right there.
Yeah. I've been in the business for a few years, and I'm getting back into the business now, and that's why I want to talk to Nikki. So I'm copying your information. So that's good. But I had a question. I mean, I understand rentals pretty well, I think. But the question I had is, I was reading an article from a bank that I'm looking to deal with, and they have a thing they are calling the price to rent ratio. Have you ever heard of that? Anybody out here?
Anybody?
I've never heard of this.
Travis, have you heard of that? A price to rent ratio for rental properties?
I mean, it puts me in mind of like the 1% rule, kind of like,
Nope.
I mean, I assume that's what when I hear it, but I assume that Dwayne probably knows more than I do, or he wouldn't be asking about. I mean, he knows what the 1% rule is and that kind of stuff. So I'm actually interested. I'm all ears.
Yeah, tell everybody what it is, Dwayne. What have they defined as the price to rent rule?
Here's what I was able to grab before I came on board is they said you take the price it's selling for, you're going to pay for it, and you divide it by the gross annual rent. Now we're talking gross here.
Mm-hmm.
And if it comes up to 1 to 15, it's a good buy. 16 through 20, you should probably be renting that if you're a buyer, because they're looking to write loans for you. And if it's above 21, then you should definitely be renting. And
Okay.
I see that full of a lot of holes as to how that can tie into that, because I've also heard people talk about, well, it's easier to rent because then you don't have to do all of insurance and the taxes and all of that. Well, the truth is, us landlords, we put it all in there anyway, so you're paying it whether you like it or not.
Right. So I'm sharing my calculator just to give an example. So you said it's the total purchase price divided by the total annual rent, right?
Right.
So let's just say I'm getting an example here. So let's say I've got a property and I've got a property renting for 1,300 a month. Multiply that by 12. That's 15,600. Okay, 15,600.
Yep.
So let's say I bought that thing and you're all in. So depending on if you bought it turnkey or if you're buying it, rehabbing it, all that stuff,
Nope.
right? So you're
Doesn't
all
matter.
in. Right? It doesn't matter.
Well, not for the initial look, but to me, it's got to be the end all-in number.
Yeah, I mean, why? I mean, why would? Yeah, because they're not going to lend you if you need $70,000 to buy and rehab a property, but all they care about is the $15,000 purchase price. That's a one. That's a one, right? I mean, okay. So let's say you bought it turnkey. Let's say you bought it turnkey for 45. Let's make it $50,000. And oh shoot, was it 15,600? Divided by 15,600, that's a 3.2. And you said if it's between a 1 and a what?
1 to 15.
1 to 15. So
so that would be a super buy for you, which
yeah, a great buy, right? Yeah, it's a great buy. Yeah. So, but if let's say I then turnkey sold this thing for $110,000 to somebody that was still giving that 15,600,
yeah,
that's a 7. So that's still a decent buy because it's a 7.
Well,
right?
That's the theory.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It works out DSCR too, big time. Okay. So that's just putting that out there. I was sharing my calculator to show people where that would work. So it's your purchase price. If you're turnkey, whatever. But if here's one. So let's see, what's 725 times 12? That's 8,700. You want to buy one for $35,000. That makes $8,700. That's still a 4. So they're saying that's a great buy, but that just sounds, yeah, sorry. That doesn't sound.
Rich, I have one for 135,000 is what the comps are on it, as is.
All right, here, let me pull this up. I'll share this again. All right, so 135,000?
Yes.
Okay, so $135,000 property divided by what's the annual rents on it? Or what's the monthly rent? I can figure it out. Because you could actually just do divided by
it's about $1,100 a month.
$1,100 a month. Okay, so I think actually let's just do it this way: 1,100 times 12, 13.2. And you said how much is the purchase price? 110.
It says it's worth 135,000.
135,000. 135,000 divided by 13.2. That makes it a 10.
And that says buy. And
yeah,
the way I do my numbers, there's no way in hell it's worth that kind of money.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would obviously come up to, do you know all like the tax numbers and insurance numbers and all that kind of stuff for it? Or ballpark anyway?
Well, I do, but I mean, this doesn't compare to that at all because
I was just
that house, the way I do mine with all of the other numbers in there,
right,
that house should be worth about $50,000 to $70,000.
Yeah. So like what I'm trying to say, the only reason I was asking about that is because if we did use like a debt, let me see if I can pull one up real quick here. Yeah, that's not a good, I forget where my good the DSCR calculator I use. I'm trying to remember where it was or whatever, but this one, oh man. Loan guys. I love this. Check your eligibility. Oh yeah, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry. All right, let's see if this will. I don't know. I don't think I've used this one before. So all I was saying, and the only reason I was bringing that up is because if you use that for DSCR at 135, I don't know if it's going to let me actually say 135, so I'll just say 130. Next. Oh wait, never mind. This is stupid. Let me just. We'll find a good free DSCR property analyzer just to show the difference between the two. Yeah,
Well, I think this bank's trying to sell you their mortgages, and that's why they want to say it's a good deal.
Right. That sounds about right. Let's see. This one, that's not going to be good. I apologize. Rebroker Buddy. I don't think I've ever used that. Oh, that's SEFQ. SEFQ has a good one. Let me do that. I've used SEFQs before. I think I have. Maybe I haven't. I thought I did. Calculator. Yeah, I had a DSCR here somewhere. Huh. Nope. This wasn't it, I guess. Fund loans. There it is. All right, fund loans. I've done that one before. All right, so $135,000 gross monthly income, $1,100. Right, that's your
Yep.
monthly. And you said 135 is what it should be worth. Let's just say down payment 0, just on that, just to get. You're gonna have to put at least 20 down, probably 25, but interest rate. Let's just call it a 7.5, just a whatever, and 30-year loan. Do you know what like insurance should run on something like that roughly?
Yeah, it'll run around $800.
800 a year monthly. So monthly 800 is what, 60? What is 800 divided by 12?
Well, I would think they want that as a gross figure, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but this is a monthly.
Oh,
It's in the monthly section.
well, hang on.
I
I
got it.
have a calculator.
It's 66.67. There we go. And then tax. Do you know what the taxes ran on that one? Did you look those up by any chance?
They run about 100 a month.
100 a month. Okay. So we got 100 a month. Are there any HOA fees?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, this is a horrible deal. Just based, I mean, DSCR one, they usually want a 1.25. This is just below a 1. So it would only make sense. Let's see. And what did you say it should? You think it should be worth?
I think that if I was buying it, I would be somewhere between probably 60 to 70,000.
So let's just go high at 70,000.
And that's assuming that it's all good.
Right. At 70,000, that's a 1.67. That's an extremely good deal.
I'm cheap.
But back to that 135 again. Sorry, one thing I thought was if you do put your 20% down or 25% down, then it takes it to a 1.19, so it's still a little less. But if you bought it down at 25%, now you're financing 101,250, and you're at 1.25. So that would work with a DSCR calculator if you put 25% down, and then
Yes.
just barely, right? just
Yeah.
barely.
But to my backwoods ways, now you're putting $25,000 out of your pocket.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no
And-
doubt. So but if
And that's not good.
no,
At least that's what I think. That's not good.
right. So yeah, so that's, let's see, 1,300, 13,000, 110. And again, that's at 7.5. Some people may be better insurance.
Yeah, and the guy that I know that I talked to a few months back about DSCR loans, I knew him when he was a banker, and
Yeah.
he said, I can't loan to you because I know how you do business, and I need to make at least $5,000, and it'll blow it out of the water. And I said, you're right.
Yeah.
But I mean, we remain friends, and if I might use that, that's okay. He
Right.
understands my business, and I think that's what helped motivate him to leave the bank and become a loan guy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, hey, Nick. Oh, Nick, don't tell me you just jumped off the call right as I was getting ready to call on you, Nick. Of course he did. Travis, tell everybody where you're calling from, what you do, and if you have any wins over the last couple of weeks.
My name's Travis Wakefield, and I'm Zooming from Farmington, Missouri. And I just got back in the house from touring this 4-unit property that I've been talking about. I was over there We're going to do a private loan on it for a few months until we refinance it. We have the cash to buy it, but it'll be a slightly more expensive to do the private loan on it. It will bring a little money to closing, but it'll water this relationship with this person that's gonna potentially do more deals with us, bigger deals where we don't necessarily aren't have the liquidity to cover everything, and possibly partner on some larger stuff, some larger apartment properties. But that's my win.
Awesome.
I have a fix and flip that's supposed to close on Wednesday. They did the appraisal on Tuesday, but we're still waiting on the word from the appraiser, and I'm trying to figure out if we're going to close or what's going to happen. And my partner called me today, and he was asking what we're going to do with the money, if we're going to take a draw or put it back in the business. And I told him, hey, look, I hate to say that I'm superstitious, but let's talk about that on Tuesday if this closes, because if anybody here that's been around, you start counting that money and dreaming about what you're going to do, and then you get that bad news. So
yeah.
So that's where I'm at. But we were talking about Soulard earlier. I just wanted to throw out there, I do have a couple of apartments for rent on Lammy and 12th in Soulard. They're both 2-bed, 1-bathroom apartments. If anybody in here is familiar with Soulard and knows somebody that's looking who's qualified and wants to live on Lammy and 12th, let me know. But that's what I got.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, Travis, are you using a bank to borrow your money or private people?
So we have my business partner and I have a line of credit with the bank based on properties that we own in cash. So we utilize that line of credit. However, we just paid, actually we have 2 lines of credit, 2 revolving lines of credit secured by like 7 or 8 houses. And we just paid both of those down. And what we'd like to keep those paid down, even though it's a little more expensive. I think our commercial interest rate with our local bank in St. Francis County right now is in the 8s. We're paying 12%. It's basically hard money. It's kind of hard money, but it's kind of private money. Everybody likes to say private money these days, but a lot of times, in my opinion, it's really hard money. This is a hard money rate. In my opinion, we're paying 12%, but our points are low. And this guy's going to loan us 95% of the purchase price. So we're going to bring a little money to closing. But long story shorter, typically what we would do is we would use our line of credit, and then we would stabilize the property if we're holding it. And then we would refinance it with that same local bank where our line of credit is held. But in this instance, it's going to cost us a little bit more to do this private loan with this guy. But it's, to me, it's everybody's got to make money, and if you want to do partnerships, it's got to be worth it to this guy, So I feel like it's a good loan at 95% loan to purchase price.
Right.
1 point. I'm not telling who the guy is or anything, so I'll just tell 1 point of the loan amount at closing, and 12% for a minimum of 3 months. Typically, sometimes my girlfriend does private loans for us, and we give her a minimum of 6 months. Mm-hmm. And so when this guy said 3 months, it's like, hey, so
right. That's awesome.
Well, Travis, I have a comment for you.
Sure.
You're the first guy I've ever met that because I tell people all the time, pay them off and then use that line of credit with the bank because it's cheaper than all the rest.
Yeah.
And say, oh no, everybody uses private money. I said, you are 3 to 4% higher than the banks are going to charge you. And they say banks are terrible, but I'm redoing I'm doing a loan on my one property that I have that's available for that, and it's paid off, and it can sit there until I need it, and then I just do it, and then I pay it off, and then I do it again, and I call it my gold mine because it funds all that stuff. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so we were based on you. Sorry didn't talk over you there. We've used Longhorn in the past a little bit, and they were great. But everything you just said, when you start paying those points and you're paying those higher, you're paying those closing costs, and then on top of the points, and then you're paying the higher interest rate, and then you start paying for the draws for the person to come out and before they'll give you the draw, and it just it can definitely eat in to your profit. And if you've got the ability where you're able to just have some sort of revolving line of credit, where you just call the bank and say, when we flip houses, I just call the bank or email the bank and say, hey, give me $60,000, please. And in 2 hours it's there, and then, it was, but I was going to say something else and I almost lost that you hit on. And if I can't think of it, I'll shut up, but I'll probably remember in a moment. But yes, it's definitely a lot of the, there's a time and a place for people who don't have, if I was starting over and I didn't have these houses that I happened to buy at a good time before they appreciated drastically, which is why, why we were able to kind of refinance at one point and kind of own these in cash and have that line of credit. I would be using more of the hard money and the private money, but I definitely agree with what you're saying there. There was something else I was going to say, and I forgot, so I'll shut up.
I think you're doing great, and I'm glad I'm not the only guy that believes in that.
Yeah, awesome. Did I get that right, John? I know I asked you if you had any wins, but tell everybody where you're at and what you do. I forgot to have you do that.
I'm in the St. Louis area, buy mainly rentals, but also looking for flips. Typically in the North County area, like, Florissant, Hazelwood, Ferguson, Blackjack, Bell Fountain neighbors. So it's always looking in those areas.
Nice. And do you have any, does it have to be a three bedroom, or do you buy any 2 bedrooms?
No, I buy 2 bedrooms also.
Yeah.
I don't like slabs. I got one house with a slab, and I really don't like it, like that part of it. So I prefer a basement. But 2 or 3 bedrooms, that's what I'm usually looking more of.
Okay. Does it matter if it has 2 bathrooms or not?
No, 2-1 or 3-1 is fine.
Okay. That's
And just
great.
so you know, Rich, John comes to lunch where you used to go to lunch.
Really, John? You go to that pizzeria?
Yeah, I've been going pretty consistently.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was. See, Dwayne, John was my tag team partner, so I tagged him in. Now he's going instead of me.
Yeah. Gotten a lot of good information going there too.
Yeah, right. Definitely. You still have a lot of the old timers showing up, Dwayne?
We never know what we have showing up, but the other day I finalized we're going to start giving a free lunch once a month.
Is that right?
And so people that have their name in the bucket, and what we're going to do to help Jerry out is anybody who eats there during the week, they can put another thing in the bucket.
Oh,
and increase their odds of winning the free lunch.
Wow. Oh, you're going to go out and get a sponsor?
No, not. But I'm going to help him, and he's going to help us.
Right.
I think we're going to do a $20 gift certificate as opposed to just the meal.
Wow.
That's even better. And then he does music every Thursday night. So if you go to that, and you can put your name in the hat again, and there you go.
Yeah. I think I want to say that Nick used to go there. Nick Johnson used to go, I think, every once in a while, catch some of the Thursday night music as well. But Nick jumped off. I'd have verified it with him. But yeah, that's cool. That's great. And tell everybody where that meetup is, Dwayne, and where it is and when.
It's Cecil Whitaker's on South Broadway. I don't have the number.
South Grand?
South Grand, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
And it starts at 11:30 and goes until whenever, which unfortunately a lot of us gab a lot. And I mean, it's scheduled to quit at 1:30, but I've been there as late as 4 o'clock. So you get to talk in real estate, and you just kind of like stay there and talk.
Quitters quit at 1:30.
Now, if you got stuff to do, go do it.
Right. Like work or something. I may have to try to, I do still have it in my phone. So it does pop up every morning on a Thursday morning. I mean, it does pop up as a reminder, and I look, I'm like, man, I can't make it.
Yeah.
Usually.
Robin's the one that wanted to do the free lunch. And so I did the legwork to get it to happen. So
okay.
I said, here's what we want to do. And he was all keen on that.
Well, good. I mean, you've been giving them enough business over the years. I think it's a win-win situation. That's great.
Probably
That's
could have
great.
bought the place with all of the meals I didn't know.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it's not fancy, but it's good and it works. So that's all that matters.
Hey, it's like my monthly meetup at the Mac. It's not at someplace fancy. It's just a
Yeah.
neighborhood bar. You're at a neighborhood pizzeria.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's a good attitude there. A good place to go.
Yeah. Yeah, good place. So that's another thing, Nikki. You'll have to try to make it. Won't be this month because we moved it last week. But normally we have on the third Wednesday of every month we have our Gateway to Freedom meetup in person. But like you said, Zoom's easier to make than in person. But we'd love to have you. It's at the Mac Barn Grill, 6 o'clock on the third. It'll be October 15th. So it'll be the Wednesday actually after the Gateway to Freedom conference, which is October 11th and 12th. It's coming up. It's just barely a month away. We got 20 speakers lined up to talk. And it's going to be an incredible event. We're going to have good vendors there. It's going to be an amazing event. Tickets right now start at $249, but you can save 10% if you use the coupon code of any of the speakers, but you can use Rich or any of the speakers' first name, except for the Davids. You have to use their last initial too. We got a David O and a David R. Oh, and Kathy. Kathy Gerhardt's isn't Kathy, it's Walk, because she does the St. Louis STL property walks. So I had her use it for her walks to just put in the code WALK and you get 10% off. But otherwise, you can make it easy and just do Rich.
Rich.
Save 10%.
Thank you. I'm probably gonna have to miss one in October.
Yeah.
I won't be in the town until October 18th.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Are you
leaving
going-
on 1st and coming back on 18th.
Yeah, where are you going?
A little longer, long time planned vacation. We're gonna go to Spain, Italy, Germany, visit Croatia as well. So
Okay. Is that where your family's from, Croatia?
yes, I was originally born and raised in Croatia. Yes.
Okay, great.
But yeah, my children is gonna go this year and they want to visit Croatia, and so we're kind of excited. Yeah.
I bet. It sounds really amazing.
Yeah, so we're leaving on the 1st, coming back on the 18th. So I'm probably gonna have to miss this one.
Yeah. No, probably. You better miss it. If you break, I mean, although, real estate investors would come home early to go to a conference like this. No, there'll always be next year.
Awesome. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna make sure for one in November, definitely to attend.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Where is that located? The monthly meeting?
It's on Mackland Avenue in 63109. So it's not too
Okay.
far from some of your rentals, I'm sure.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's you can go to the website the number 2 freemeetup.com.
Okay.
I have to update the registration page on that, but it's G2 Free Meetup. No www, none of that. It's just G2freemeetup.com.
Okay.
And then you click the RSVP button to just reserve your seat because seating's limited. It's in a smaller, bar and grill, so it's not like we have a ton of seats. I think we could probably, if we were really packed, we could probably fit like 40 to 45 people with some standing room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've done that before, but it's usually 30 or less.
And free food.
And free food, yeah. You get free pizzas, fries, toasted raviolis, salad. Everybody gets a free drink ticket. I don't know if there's another. I don't think there's another meetup out there that gives a free drink ticket.
Well, lately, no, I don't think so. Yeah.
No. Thanks to my sponsors.
Great. The food's really good too.
Is it? Oh, thanks, Travis. Yeah, it's we thank our sponsors. It's not for me. Our sponsors help us do that.
Awesome. Thank you for the invite. I really
You're absolutely right. Absolutely
person. I love events. I love meeting new people. That's just awesome. I look forward to it, definitely.
And everybody on this call has been there at least once. So if you like the vibes you're getting from the people that are on this call, that's the kind of people we attract.
Awesome.
We attract
love it.
Real people that are kind-hearted, that love helping other people. And everybody's into help each other and provide whatever it's information or win-win situations where, we try. I tell people, don't just come be an ask hole. I say ask hole, where you're just asking, sucking up all the information you can instead of providing something of value in return, so
Exactly.
that's the only thing I tell people is try not to be an asshole.
Yeah, yeah,
It's okay when you're learning, right? But try to, offer to, hey, what can I help you with, kind of thing as well, right? So
this is what I do and what I can help you with. Yes, yes. I'm
exactly.
sure I have quite a bit to share.
I'm sure you
Have
do.
quite a bit experiences as well.
Yeah, and people would
And I
probably
just
love
have
that.
so much more to learn, so
Right. We all do. We all
yeah.
do, except for maybe Dwayne. Dwayne might be the one person I know that's close to knowing everything there is to know.
No, not true. Rich lies, but all men lie, so that's okay.
I heard him asking a questions. That means, yeah, I cannot believe that part.
Hey, Nikki,
Uh-huh.
when Rich gets us off, could I give you a call for about 5 minutes after this?
Definitely, yes. Feel free.
Okay.
That would be great.
That's great. What else would anybody like to share that's on the call?
Hey, Peter McKercher had mentioned to me that he had made it over to one of your meetups, I guess.
I didn't see him.
No, I haven't
I
seen
saw him
him.
at the STL happy hour.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I saw him at the St. Louis REI happy hour, and I think I asked him where you were. I was like, "Where's Travis?"
Okay.
Thought
Yeah.
Travis was gonna start coming to these.
I came in the office and he was like, "Hey, I saw your guy Rich, and then your buddy Rich, and yeah." So my question, I guess, at this point is, what is the STL happy hour?
So that's Megan Greathouse's meetup. It's the last Wednesday of every month. So I wish I could tell you it's the third or the fourth. It's not. It's the last. So whatever kind of month we're having. If it's a five Wednesday month, it's the fifth Wednesday. If it's a 4 Wednesday month, it's fourth. But it's the last Wednesday of the month. It's at the Rockwell Brewing Company on Vandeventer.
Down by the Grove.
Yeah, it's not far from the Grove at all. It's a cool little place, cool little spot. And yeah, I mean, it has a good crowd. It's a different crowd than that comes usually the week before is my event. Usually it's a different crowd altogether. There's a couple sane people show up to that one, but not a lot. I mean, I remember the first time.
There?
What's that?
You usually try to hit that one.
Yeah,
too?
I usually do. Unless I'm out of town, I really do try to make it, just because, again, it is a steady flow of people I probably hadn't seen that month or ran into that month. It seems like it's even a different group, at least, that goes to, Gateway to Freedom Meetup, even a different group altogether that goes out to Faster House or Buyers Club. So it seems like it's just a different group, and that's the one cool thing about St. Louis is you could go to every single real estate meetup and meet different people. It seems like each, I mean, except for maybe Buyers Club, being that it's so broad, but like you go to a smaller one, you're going to meet different people from another smaller one, and then you're going to meet different people from a different smaller one, and you may only have 2 or 3 or 5, overlapping people. So that's a pretty cool thing, man. This guy tried joining us, and I clicked admit, but it just keeps saying joining. Interesting.
He's teasing you.
He is. I'm like, come on, get in here, man. He's in the waiting room. It still shows in the waiting room, but it's all right. He's getting on at 5 or 6 minutes before we're gonna kick him out anyway. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, it's a good one. That's a real good one. I'm trying to update. I'm way behind on doing it. But I was trying to update the meetup schedule that's on the G2 Free website. So when you go to g2free.com, there's that Meet in St. Louis button. If you click that, it shows all the meetups in St. Louis. I fell so far behind trying to update that thing, but I'm trying to get it updated. There's a few new ones, but for the most part, it's the same list as last year. But there are a couple new ones out there as well. And then some people have meetups, but they're not very consistent. So it's not like every month. It might be every quarter. I think New Western, has one every quarter. But I think they started doing it on the third Wednesday of the month every quarter. Not of the month, whatever quarter it is. And I'm like, well, that conflicts with mine. Jerks. Did that on purpose.
Yeah, I've been to I think 2 so far with New Western.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I haven't met too many people.
Yeah.
I think it was just pretty much like a happy hour,
Hmm.
and people. There was a pretty big group.
Okay.
The probably how would I say the people that know each other, like a little group, two, three
Yeah.
people. They meet there, they talk, and there's another group, maybe two
Oh.
people that came together. They're standing together, having drink
Oh.
and talk, and
Oh.
and that's about it.
Oh. I like to break it
Yeah,
all up. Get everybody get together, mix up like throwing everybody in a
yeah,
big blender and get at it.
yeah,
That's what I used to
exactly.
like about the Southside Investment Club back in the day. Well,
Yeah.
whenever they would assign at the door, they would assign you like a color,
Yep.
4 different colors, and then they'd be like, everybody that's got a red, go to this corner. Everybody that's got a blue,
Yep.
and then it has
Yep.
nothing to do with who your peer group is or what your trade is or if you're an agent or whatever. And you just end up meeting all kinds of crazy. I always thought that was a great idea.
I've thought of that. As a matter of fact, I have in my bag that my wife uses with all her check-in gear for my meetup is a bag of colored stickers. So it's already there. I mean, like a container of colored stickers. So I've thought about it. I thought about toying around with it because I agree with you. I thought that was one of the best things about Southside was it forced you to meet people that you didn't come with. It broke you up like Nikki's talking about. These little six people that know each other aren't going to be. I mean, you can network. You still network up until the meeting starts, and then it's like, okay, here's the 10-minute networking session or 5 minute, however long it was. I forget, 20 minutes maybe. I don't know. So maybe I'll incorporate that for next year.
The
Yeah,
pizza at Southside was not as good as the pizza at the Mac. That's all I'm going to say.
Southside was what little was it Little Caesars?
I ate a lot of Little Caesars at that place, but that Little Caesars is not even on the level with the Mac, baby.
Oh no, I Little Caesars is probably my least favorite pizza of all pizza places or national chains or whatever at least. But the Mac, you like the Macs, huh? The Macs Bar and Grill.
How could you not like the pizza at the Mac, especially
Yeah,
when it comes out hot and fresh and
yeah,
crisp? And
yeah.
they've been adding to it over the last. It used to just be like, seems like it was just pizza and T-Rabs, and now there's like
Right.
fries and salad.
Yeah.
Now, it's you got the salad there for somebody like me who pretends they're going to eat healthy until they get there. You know,
That's the one thing that was my wife's recommendation. I can't believe I didn't think of that from the get go, but it's fairly new. I think it was just this year we started doing that. So yeah, it was because we had a lot of I think people going like keto or low carb or whatever, and they're like, we don't have anything here. Everything's carb loaded. So we got the dry salad with your choice of you could either use the ranch or the house. I think is what they offer. But
and that's great.
yeah, well, thank you, appreciate that, Dwayne. Now, if we could just have a side of cheese, then you could just add your cheese separately. Do they have cheese in it already? I don't know. I can't remember. But
I get
anyway,
my
It
cheese
depends
off
on
the
what
pizza, baby.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Just scrape your pizza cheese off into your salad and mix it all together. Have a pizza salad.
I've seen it both ways down there, Rich.
Okay.
And
There's no consistency.
since
I was
do the
trying to
weekly-
get them to make sliders for us. And like, that'd be another option. Like maybe every other month do like, well, you got to keep the T-Rabs all the time. But every other month, maybe instead of doing pizza, do sliders. But they're like, we can't make sliders. I go, I see that like on Tuesdays you have like it's either Tuesday, I don't know, one day of the week you have a burger special. Why can't you just make burgers, then use your pizza cutter to cut them in fourths and make a bunch of those, and each fourth would be a slider. And they're like, we don't have the manpower to do that. I'm like, it's one extra guy cutting the dang, burgers. But whatever. It's all good. I was just trying to make it different. Well, it is almost 8:00, and I just wanted to, does anybody have anything extra they want to say? Brittany, are you on your way to the hospital yet? Are you still just hanging on?
I'm here.
Are you not at the hospital yet? Are you at the waiting room?
I'm in the check-in room.
Are you
check-in.
really? You are
Yeah.
already? Wow, good for you at least. And look, you stayed on the whole time. She's like holding her ankle like, oh my gosh, I got a compound fracture in my ankle and I'm going to the hospital, but I'm still on the Gateway to Freedom Sunday night stream, Zoom. And I appreciate you all being here. It is straight up 8:00. So I will turn off my mic. I will turn off my camera, but I will leave the Zoom going. So if you want a few minutes to talk or chat, that's fine. If you want to jot down everybody's contact information, otherwise you can put your contact information in the chat if you haven't done so already, so everybody else can reach out to you and continue networking after the fact. Thanks, everybody. We'll do it again in 2 weeks.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
Rich.
Appreciate y'all.